What is up, YouTube? This is Juggernaut097 bringing you guys another video today. And today I'm going to be doing my WWE NXT review for June 17th, 2015. And NXT, man, it was awesome last night, even though we only had 3 matches. But this was a very, very good show. You know, I was really looking forward to it ever since last week. Ever since we heard that Samoa Joe was going to be facing Kevin Owens. You know, I was just so pumped up for this show. And let's get started with this review, nonetheless. So the show kicks off with like showing a video package for Dusty Rhodes, you know, the same video package they showed for Raw and for Money in the Bank, you know, pretty much showing their respect to Dusty Rhodes. I don't really have anything else to say about that. You know, rest in peace to Dusty Rhodes. You know, it sucks to say he's gone, but I mean, pretty much there's a lot of people that said, you know, some things about Dusty Rhodes, but yeah. But the first match of the night we had was the mixed tag team match. It was 6-man tag team match. Colin Cassidy, Enzo Amore, and Carmelo versus Blake Murphy and Alexa Bliss. This was a decent match. I mean, I really don't have any two complaints about it, but there's one actual complaint I do have about it. I don't really like Carmella, her in the ring. I do like her in the ring. She's a decent wrestler and all, diva. But the thing is, they don't work with Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore. Like, they just need to split them apart, like, get them out of them. Like, they just need to split them apart. But nonetheless, let's talk about this match. So, Blake started off the match with Enzo. Enzo, you know, during the match, he started stepping on the back of Blake. And then Enzo did a nice crossbody. Then Murphy and Alexa Bliss got into the ring, and, you know, Colin Cassidy, you know, got in the ring also, and Alexa Bliss got in the ring. Then everything broke down, and then Alexa Bliss and Carmella, they were brawled out to the floor, and then Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, they clotheslined Blake and Murphy over the top rope, and then Murphy distracted Enzo, and then Blake attacked Enzo from behind, and then Murphy got tagged in. Blake and Murphy, they were trying to do a lot of double team moves during this match. They were just cheating a lot, you know, and Alexa Bliss was just cheating a lot. You know, I like this new Alexa Bliss also. I really do like this Alexa Bliss. And during the match, like, the crowd was chanting, "You look stupid" to Blake because he had pigtails. Like, why would Blake, like, these guys just seem like goofballs. Like, no joke. Like, the only person who should have pigtails is, like, a girl. Like, I don't know why he has pigtails, but yeah, the crowd chanting, "You look stupid" to Blake during the match. You know, pretty much, Enzo Amore, he just got dominated during this whole match, you know. He just got isolated by Blake and Murphy during this whole match. But then, you know, Murphy and Blake were trying to do a double team move on Enzo, but then Enzo moved out of the way and tagged in Carmella. Carmella got in the ring, she hit some of her big moves, and then Alexa Bliss tagged out, she tagged back in Blake, and then Blake and Cassidy were in the ring. You know, Colin Cassidy, he just came in, like, got the hot tag with a ball of steam. You know, he, you know, did a clothesline to like Blake in the corner, like hit a sidewalk slam on Blake, and then he did like a big boot on Murphy. You know, I like Enzo and Colin Cassidy. They just, like, are so awesome. Like, their charisma in the ring are so good together. And, you know, those big boots that Colin Cassidy does are just crazy. But then after Colin Cassidy does the sidewalk slam to Blake, Enzo gets tagged in and does the splash with the assist of Colin Cassidy. So the winners of the match were Colin Cassidy, Enzo Amore, and Carmella. You know, pretty decent match, pretty good opener. And there's only 3 matches on this show also. But yeah, like I said, this was a pretty decent match. So yeah. And then next, it showed Samoa Joe. He got interviewed by Devin Taylor. Devin says, "You faced Kevin Owens tonight," and she says, "Is that the reason why you came here?" And then Joe says, "You know, that's a complex question." He says, "He's always been prided himself in places that were in the cutting edge, places that were set to take over, places that were on fire all over the world. And when he puts all that criteria together, that perfectly describes NXT. Now, for Kevin Owens, he just doesn't like Kevin Owens. He said that Kevin Owens, he tries to make a statement to show people, in town. I can't pronounce that word right now. I could pronounce it earlier, but I can't pronounce it now. And he likes to show his opponents what they can fear, what will happen to them in the ring. He likes to show people what he can do to them in the ring if they would ever face him. But imitation is the tactic of the weak. Imitation is a man who does not want to fight. Drew says that he's going to make a statement tonight by beating down Kevin Owens, which I like. This guy straight to the point. He just pretty much doesn't like Kevin Owens and pretty much wants to kick his ass. Pretty much to sum it up. That's pretty much all I have to say. Pretty much to sum it up. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Samoa Joe. I still can't believe that he's in the WWE. I guess it's so hard to believe that he's still there, but he's there. But yeah. And then next, it shows a video package for the number one contender, Finn Balor. Pretty much this was like, who is Finn Balor? Showing him growing up, as a little kid. Show what his dad was and his mom were. I don't remember what his mom was. I don't know. Maybe they didn't talk about it as well. I don't know. Maybe someone could post down in the comments below. And it also, his dad was like a train, like something like clean trains. I don't really know. Something about trains. That's all I count of that. It showed his indie days. Finn Balor's indie days. Going up against people like in ICW, I think. Insane something wrestling. I don't know. I think it was a show in UK. I don't remember. And then it showed him going to New Japan. How he got into New Japan. It showed that he had a wrestling school, and then Becky Lynch actually went to his wrestling school, and it shows how big Becky Lynch was Finn Balor was a big influence on Becky Lynch. And then Becky Lynch, she started crying during this. She was like, if it wasn't for Finn Balor, there would be no Becky Lynch. And and then Finn Balor talked about Becky Lynch, and this was a very good video package. I like these video packages at NXT. They're really, really good. I like them. But yeah, this was very good, and they're gonna have a part 2 next week, which is I'm really looking excited for that. So yeah, this was a pretty good video package. So yeah. And then the next match we had was Charlotte versus Casey. Casey, she tried to get some moves in during this match, but Charlotte, she was just dominant during this whole match, pretty much a squash match. But this was actually pretty good, Casey had some pretty good moves, and she's like one of the newest, she just got recruited by WWE. And, Casey, she hits a nice hurricanrana on Charlotte, then Casey does a kick to the head, then she tries to go for a monkey flip, but then Charlotte reverses that and hits a big boot type of move onto Casey, and then Casey does a cross body to Charlotte. Then Charlotte hits a nice neck breaker, then a spear, and then Charlotte wins by the figure 4. The figure 8 actually. That's what the announcers call it. Like when she does that bridge move type of move, and then she does that bridge type of move to win the match. But she still had her figure 4, but she wins by the figure 8 with the bridge. So yeah. Charlotte wins, and I don't really know when she's going to get pulled up to the main roster. Probably after SummerSlam. That's probably when I think she's going to get pulled up to the main roster. Probably that's when she's going to get pulled up to the main roster. But yeah, that was that. Charlotte wins by figure 8. The next, Devin Taylor interviewed Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke says, "Address me by Miss Brooks." Then she says, "Actually, no. Misunderstood, because at TakeOver, they referred to me as a former fitness competitor." Then she says, "No, I am currently a fitness competitor who been busy competing at the Arnold Classic in Brazil." Then she says, "Yeah, I know, big deal, but now I am back." Then she says, "It is perfect for all my fans." I don't even know if she has fans. Like, what's she talking about? She has fans? Like, it's weird. She doesn't have any fans. I hate Dana Brooke, but, every diva has a chance to, change my mind about it. But, yeah, but back onto this. But it's bad for... But she says that perfect for all my fans, but it's bad for Charlotte, because the last time we stepped in the ring, we faced the last time I stepped in the ring with Charlotte, the lead, she faced her and she pretty much laid her out in the middle of the ring at Takeover. But and then Dana Brooke says, she better watch out for Dana Brooke because she's about to get replaced. And she goes like, some divas have to make it into this business by hard work, while others just make it into this business by their family. And she goes like, you better not get this wrong, Charlotte. I'm gonna push you out of this door and slam it right in your face. So, yeah, I think maybe that might be Charlotte's last match in NXT against Dana Brooke. Who knows? But looks like they're going to be continuing this rivalry with them. So, yeah. And then next match we had was the main event: Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe. This was a very fun match. I enjoyed this. There was this awesome chant right at the beginning of the match. So when the match started, Owens did his usual. He got out of the ring, but then then Joe got out of the ring and got right in his face, and then they got right back into the ring. And then Owens was going for a move off the rope, but Joe hit him with a elbow. No, he did a corner move. Owens did like a clothesline type move in the corner, and then no, I said that wrong. Sorry, I said it right the first time. So, Owens was doing a move off the ropes, and then Samoa Joe hit him with an elbow, and then Joe was in the corner. Then Owens hit him with a clothesline, and then Owens was in the corner, and then Joe hit him with an elbow. And then, this is pretty much a brawling type match. They brawled during a lot of the match. Joe, he hit a nice senton during this match, and Owens did his rolling, I can't remember, the cannonball move in the corner. Then Joe does a enzuigiri kick when Owens was in the corner during this match. And then Kevin Owens did the senton during this match. And then later on during the match, they got outside the ring, and Owens was trying to do a pop-up powerbomb on outside the ring, but then they started punching at each other outside the ring. They were just brawling. Then the referee got outside the ring and tried to pull Samoa Joe off, and then Owens ran back to Samoa Joe, and then the referee was in the middle of them, and the referee got knocked down, and the referee got back up and rang the bell, so it became a no contest. Well, I think it was, no contest. And then they just kept brawling. The referee tried to take them off, and they just brawled up on the stage. And then more referees had to come out to stop the fight. And then looks like Joe was leaving, but then Owens got back into the ring, and they said, pretty much come back down there. I'm not done with you. So Joe came back down, running back down to the ring, and then then they started brawling again, and the security had to come out, and then they pulled him off, and then Owens came running back after Joe, and then Owens finally got pulled off again, and then Joe came running back after him, and then finally Owens left the ring, and then he knocked out one of the security guards. He actually knocked out two security guards during this, which this was pretty awesome. I kind of knew there was something was going to happen like this during the match, because we just got we pretty much got this for free TV, pretty much. I knew they were gonna have an actual one-on-one match, without DQ finish, because they're probably gonna have their match at the Takeover special on August 12th, because that's the next Takeover special. So but it's pretty much like buy a ice cream. We got a lick, and then they took the ice cream back and got another lick, and then took the ice cream back, and then got another lick and took the ice cream back. Pretty much we just got a taste of what's going to be happening at the next time they face each other, which I am so looking forward to next time they face each other. It's going to be so awesome when they face each other again. I'm just looking forward to the next match. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, this was a very good NXT. Like I said this week, I enjoyed it. You know, very good. So yeah, this match ended up in no contest. I don't think I said that. Maybe I did. I don't know. But yeah. Um, so that was that. If this is your first time ever checking out one of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. And also, if don't forget to follow me on Twitter at @TheTrueJSB. And also, I'm going to be doing my Best in the World, ROH Best in the World 2015 prediction video. And it's going to be on pay-per-view tomorrow. And I'm going to be doing my ROH review maybe tonight. I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens if I want to do it later tonight. Then we got my Impact review coming up. Stay tuned for that. And then next week I think it's Slammiversary. Yeah, I think next week it's Slammiversary. So next week probably got my Slammiversary predictions, and then my Slammiversary review next week. Sometime maybe, I don't know, but how much was it? 16 minutes? Yeah. So enough of me rambling on. I guess I'll catch you guys in my next video. So peace out. Catch you guys in my next video.